A lot of people go to conferences for good reasons because it's a great place to meet people, you get inspired, you learn, you get ideas. From a marketing perspective, here are a couple ways you can get the most out of that conference experience. So the first is to really research and know who are the speakers that you're really excited to see there. Some of them may be personal heroes, authors that you've admired, others might be technical experts that can answer the specific questions that you have. You want to start to create a list of those people that you know that you really want to talk to and focus your energy in making sure that you have the opportunity to do that. I'm a huge nerd when it comes to people that I admire. I will admit that at an Icon conference, I was the second person in line for Damon John, the second, because I had a scoped out plan of knowing exactly where my chair was when a session was over so I could run to his book signing, and one person was more prepared than me. But never be ashamed to be super prepared like that, right? Know the people that you want to meet and make a specific plan so that at least you can go and shake their hand. That's often the beginning of making a connection that can lead to other things. The other part, which is a really great tip for conferences that I learned from my colleague Mike Ambassador Bruni, is to do some research on people who are going to the conference and begin to build relationships beforehand. The best way to do that is to follow the hashtag of the conference. So notice what people are talking about. When somebody says something interesting, go ahead and reply back to them. You can get a little banter going back and forth on Twitter, and then you can begin to make a connection and say, hey, I'm going to that same conference. Why don't we meet up for coffee? Why don't we have a small group meetup? When you've already warmed up and made connections, and this works for both speakers and for participants before the conference, it can make the whole experience a lot better. I often really look for quality over quantity. So instead of worrying about connecting with 3,000 different people, I'm going to make sure I make a beeline for the person that I have to see to get that book signed. And then I want to make sure that I have really great, lengthy conversations with a few people that I've really carefully researched before the conference.